Welcome back if you're not new, and welcome if you're new. I'm drawing, of course, as you can see. I'm finishing this drawing because I felt like it. I was like, I thought about drawing, starting completely fresh on a sketchbook drawing, but I just didn't want to. And I usually finish my drawings in one sitting. Sometimes I may go back and forth between it, but this time I didn't finish it in one sitting. And I was like, okay, I might just draw on it later, and now later came now. So this is actually the last video before I'll be gone for a week. I won't be making, normal videos because I'm in Berlin on just a holiday trip with my friends, which is going to be great. But that means I'm not home, and of course I can record, but I'm not going to sit down and do videos whilst I'm there. At least that would not be my main focus. I will record some stuff definitely, but we'll see. We'll see what I do. Can't promise anything. Yeah, I really like this drawing though. It's really cool and it turned out really great. I did a little bit after I stopped the recording, but that doesn't really matter that much, at least, because the finished piece is still cool. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have that much interesting going on. I haven't been to work in a while, and I haven't, done that much. Yeah, today I've exchanged some currency, so I made some Danish kroner into some euros, which means, I need some cash, because I'm like, it's not everywhere you can purchase with card, so I needed some cash. But that's basically all I've done. So I've packed a little bit more, but yeah, it's kind of like today's kind of a quiet day. I've made the drawing. I haven't done that much. I'm not gonna do that much because tomorrow, I wouldn't say early, but kind of early. We have to drive, and then we have to take the train, and then we're there. So it's like a little bit not crazy in any way, but it's just like, I'm just chilling for today, not doing anything insane. Yeah, at least that's what I plan to do. I don't really have anything to do today, but like it's also Sunday, so nothing's happening. I don't want to say everything's closed, but you get my point. There's not really anything insanely cool to do. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for a walk probably. I think I'm gonna do that. Because just I feel like it. But I also just have to chill and make sure I pack everything and just get ready. I don't get like traveling anxiety, but I feel it a little bit. I feel like I'm not stressed, but kinda like I'm just like a little bit anxious because like, oh, what if I forget something important or this and that and whatnot? Like all the things that can go wrong, you begin to think about. Not nothing extreme, but like just the small annoying things that could go wrong. You begin to think about. At least I do a little bit, but nothing major. Yeah. It's also really hot. Like it's stupid hot here. It's like 26 degrees Celsius. It's like I'm wearing basketball shorts and my gym shorts and a t-shirt. But yeah, it's very hot outside. It's also hot inside because we don't really use air conditioning in Denmark or in most of Europe, I would say, which is pretty weird, but it's a part of it, I guess. But yeah, I'm just adding more details, shading, and just slowly building up stuff. And that's the thing, it took me about half an hour to do like the stuff I've done in this video, which is kind of a lot of time, but also kind of isn't. But I used, many different tools, and I used them in different ways, and a bunch of things to make this picture come to life. And I think I did pretty well. At least I like it. I like the head shape, the way the jaw and the kind of just the head in general seems kind of unreal. Like, of course it's unreal, it's a drawing, but just the flow of it, it's really awesome. And the weirdly shaped, extremely long head because of the huge nose and the kind of piercing eyes. It's just really nice, just cool. And the weird kind of elfish ears. But yeah, all that stuff. I really like the drawing. It's super nice. And of course, there'll be a detailed overview of it at the very end, about 30 seconds or something like that. But yeah, if you haven't already, you should like and subscribe and comment, especially if you've watched this far. Or you can join the Discord. The link's in the description. It's pretty cool. Yeah. At least I have to say that. I think we're getting super close to 900 or 1,000. We're at 987 or something like that, which is it's insane. Like I would have never thought I would reach even this close to 1,000. Like, it's crazy. I don't have enough watch hours yet to get monetized, but that's fine. I'm just just happy at the fact that I'm really close to reaching 1,000 subscribers. Like, at least it's been a dream of many kids, I'd say. There's a bird being very annoying. I don't know if you can hear it. You probably can. But yeah, I'm definitely sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just drawing, just doing stuff. I don't know. For me, it's not hard to explain, but it's like I think the most interesting part of my videos isn't necessarily the drawing. Well, the drawing is cool and definitely can be, but I think there's also an element of, if I've experienced something cool, I'm talking about that makes the video more interesting, or some technique or review, which I would like to do more of course. At least I think so. But if you guys are going on holiday or stuff like that, something like that, it doesn't have to be out of the country, it could just be within your own country, you can comment about it. That would be pretty cool. I'd like to see where you guys are going, if you're going anywhere. It's also like completely fine going nowhere. Just chilling, not being at work. Like I've worked a lot. I've worked very much these past couple of past month, and it's like I can feel it now. I really can. It's like it's just like it's not. I'm just ready for summer break, or for my break this summer. I like working because I get paid, but I can feel that I've been working a lot now. I can really feel it. I'm ready for my bank account to be able to feel that I've been working a lot, which is that's when the reward comes from working so much. I wouldn't say I'm stressed, but I'm just used. It gets to a point, especially when you're doing work like I do. It's not like I personally wouldn't like doing this job every day. I don't think I would. It's a nice job for a teenager who has no qualifications really, but when I'm an adult, a real adult or whatever, I don't think I'm going to be working there anymore. But it's whatever. Just putting more blue in. I really like doing these colored accents is actually really cool. I like that a lot, and I think it's like it's nice. Creates, I think also on the nose here, the bridge of the nose is kind of creates like this kind of, it becomes lighter and lighter and lighter till it's just completely white. I think that's really cool. I think it's a nice way of doing a highlight on the nose in a kind of weird, different way. And of course, the nice colored eyes, just filling in the webbing here, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I think most of the time I just draw weird stuff because I want to, which I think is the way it should be. Just creating something because why not? Yeah. So here's the overview of it, and like with a normal perspective, you see it really pops. It's super cool. Yeah, you can see I'm missing the part at the top, but I did that right after recording this. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and all that stuff, because I really appreciate every time you do. And we're getting so close to 1,000. But yeah, bye.